I've got this can of words with like um, probably 100 words in it that I've found is really hard to define. Um, and it's your turn, so I was going to give you the
Yeah,
opportunity to.
yeah. If
Okay,
you put your hand in there real deep and like
real
go
deep.
to the very
Okay, okay.
bottom and grab one, but then when you grab that one really deep,
Uh-huh.
drop it and pick one right next to it.
Okay, okay. Hang on here. Okay, so the word is prophecy. You get to either define it or tell us what it means to you or just talk about it in some way. It's up to you.
Yeah, well, a prophecy is something that is making a claim about future action and future events. I'd say that as far as prophecy goes, there was no prophecy that foretold of me. No one saw me coming. There are no prophecies about me, no songs, no stories, no nothing. I'm still flying under the radar. So yeah, as far as prophecy goes, none of them really involve me. That's by design. So I tend to not really care about prophecy because it doesn't involve me. You know.
So whenever I hear the word, well, whenever I hear somebody say the word prophecy, one of the questions that comes to mind is what is the criteria that would satisfy prophecy? Anybody want to chime in on criteria for prophecy?
It's got to be specific, but also vague.
Got it. That
That's
I,
that
good.
really helps.
I, I would say it would have to come from multiple sources, independent sources, and be very specific.
Is this like a game or something? Sorry, I have not enough context for
Yeah,
Does
sorry.
it does it
Okay.
feel like a game?
Welcome. Yeah, welcome to the club. Welcome to the room. I've got this can full of words that I've written down
Gotcha.
on sticky notes that I've had a really hard time defining, and I've experienced all of my interlocutors have a really hard time defining these words. So the word that we're looking at right now is the word prophecy, and so that's what we're talking about.
Sure, sure. I guess my question would be, what's the difference between prophecy and prediction?
That's a good question. It
Well,
seems
prophecy
like
by definition. Oh, sorry.
no. I was just going to add the time limit, like a prediction. Like, does prophecy require a time limit? And it seems like the prophecy that I was exposed to as a kid didn't seem to have a time limit, and that seems like a problem. But I don't know about prediction. That's a good difference.
I think of prediction as something where you have to have some sort of knowledge to make it like almost like an assumption. Uh, but prophecy, to me, that's more like a fortune teller or psychic or something. I don't like the word because I don't think there's such thing. But although I do think there's some people that are more intuitive than others, just like art or music. You know, some people are just more gifted in certain areas. But anyway, that's what I think. I think prediction, you have to have some sort of, I don't know, background or additional information, I guess.
Yeah, like so a meteorologist would make a prediction and not a prophecy because of their knowledge about the weather.
Exactly.
Actually, one quality of a prophecy is that it's implied that it's going to come true. Like a prophecy is something that will happen. Also, it's a statement about the future. And I said the thing about being vague but specific. There is a certain like truth to that. Like you have to be specific enough so once fulfilled, the actions kind of match up, but vague enough that no one really knows when or who or how. I feel like that makes a good prophecy.
Okay. So it makes it easier to say, hey, this prophecy has been fulfilled because of the specific parts, but also using the vague parts when it can't be shown that that prophecy was predicted in those ways.
Seems to me like there's some sort of always mysticism around the word prophecy, and like not that mysticism for the word prediction.
Yeah, I think so.
It seems like, though, that prophecy is predictions about physical events, though, right?
Well, I don't know. Could be, no. Like promise of, would you consider the promise of the prophecy of, I don't know, heaven or something like that?
Right.
In the end of times, something physical. But it's certainly something like either mystical, spiritual, something with that kind of aura that seems to make the difference in my head, at least. But I don't even know what mystical means in this context, you know.